Zero to Crypto here. Welcome back to another episode. This video is not financial advice. Instead, is to track my personal journey. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, Zero to Crypto here. Welcome back to another episode. I really do appreciate each and every one of you that come to see me on a daily basis or just even on a regular basis. Thank you. If this is your first time here, Zero to Crypto, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. I do tend to try to focus on beginner to intermediate. I myself am intermediate and really kind of just beginner really to the space about 10 months in. And I like to kind of help people. I try to post videos that are helpful to myself and or looking back where I feel like I could have used some enlightening in certain areas or just a little bit of some guidance. A lot of these YouTube personalities, they're just so darn good at what they do. It's hard to relate. And when I say that, they just don't seem like an average person. I mean, they're just so good with their words. Some of the information that they cover is just so far over my head. And I, urge some of these YouTube personalities to tone it down a little bit for some of these beginners, because it makes it even more confusing to people coming into the space. And then if you don't have some type of guidance or a real burning desire to learn crypto, it scares people off. So I am trying to help bring people into this space with baby steps and kind of let you know where I fell short, some of the pitfalls that I made, some of the mistakes that I made, and how to avoid those mistakes. And I do let you know along the way. Part of that, now I know how to cost average in better. I know how to, do technical analysis, more in-depth technical analysis on assets. I can tell better market trends. I mean, no one's going to know where the markets are going to move. No one has a crystal ball, but there's a lot of other ways, with the momentum, with volume, trend reversals. There's indicators you can use when you're charting, and all these tools I've kind of learned along the way. And if I could go back, I would be sitting even nicer than I am now. However, I'm not worried because I'm in with good projects. I have good assets. The whole entire market is in a downward trend, and when the market bounces back, we will all be in the green. So it's about patience. It's about knowing what you hold, knowing what you're invested in, picking the right assets, and time. So want to remind you guys, the whole entire market, if you look at the year to date, and this is kind of why I pulled this chart up. If you look over here to your far right, see YTD, that's year to date. For those of you who are unfamiliar with what that means, it's how much up or down this asset is since the first day of the year to the current day. And if you look here, Bitcoin's down about 20%, Ethereum about 25%, and BNB is about 25%. Solana is down about 50%, XRP about 25%, Terra Luna not doing too shabby, just down about 5% since January. Cardano about 40%. Dogecoin 20%. Avalanche 42%. I mean, it just goes on and on down here. Polkadot 42%. Shiba Inu 33%. So, it's pretty consistent through the market here. And that's what makes I don't know how to say this. I don't know if this is going to come out the right way, but that's what makes me feel better sometimes, is when I see that the entire market is going through the same thing. If it was just only your assets going through this, then that would be even more worrisome, right? So anyways, just hang in there, guys. And I just want to let you know that we're all in this together. When the market does turn around, and we are in for a trend reversal. When you look at geopolitical events and the worldwide geopolitical events, and a lot of talk, and we're really getting close to crypto regulation And that is also what's holding the markets up. So once that happens, and once some of these geopolitical worldwide events tone down, we have a lot of catalysts. DeFi, decentralized apps coming online, metaverse. There's a lot of reasons the market has for pumping. It's just when things line up, guys, hold your coins, do your due diligence, cost average in, dollar cost average in, which means, don't throw it all in at one time. Buy incrementally. If you're coming into the market now, or if you have money, some fiat you want to continue to throw at it, just continue to dollar cost average in over time. And that's always going to be your best bet, unless you're for certain with your asset and you're just trying to get your bags, your dollar, your average in as low as you can before, it gets too late. You guys know what that means. What I mean by before it's too late is if you're working to get your average in at the lowest possible point, there's going to be a point where your average will be extremely lower than the actual price per coin, and you're not going to want to average up. So if your average is say $2 and it's $3.20, and you start buying at $3.20, your average is going to go from $2 to $2.20 and continue to go up. So it's not necessarily wise to average up. I mean, you get into some other sticky situations when you average up. If you're not very, very certain with what you're doing, you want to average down. So if you found this video helpful, hit that like, hit the subscribe. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you take some time for yourself this weekend, guys. Have a great Friday. Be safe out there.